Good evening, Joe. How are you?
Hello.
Welcome to episode 13.
Oh, how good are we? 13 in a row.
I know, and we're getting lots of positive feedback from our viewers, so that's great, Joe.
Yes,
I'm loving it.
absolutely. And I'm having so much fun. I love every week.
Same. It's joyful just to come together for us just to have a chat. That's how I feel. I just love this chat that we have every week, so it's good.
Yes. And how has your week been?
My week's been really, really good. So a few weeks ago, I did the beginner's tarot class. We had so much fun, and that was amazing. And the class was just so in tune, and they were so good. So that was great. And then I think next week I am studying, or the week after, I'm studying You Are Clairvoyant. So I've got a few people for that. So that's great. So yeah, it's been a good week, but it's very cold here in Melbourne, Joe. I don't know what it's like in Bello.
Oh, we've had the best day. It was yesterday was 23 degrees, and today was like 18 or 20. So yeah, so it was great.
We were about 11 today, Joe, with the wind made it about 4 degrees. It was like, oh my goodness, and rain. It was freezing. So welcome.
Miserable.
So how was your week?
We've had a great week. My book is, it's uploaded onto all the book channel things like Amazon and all that, but it's not, we can't pre-order it till the 7th of July. So this is exciting. So I'm learning all things how to book launch. So yes, so that's very exciting. And I've seen lots of clients this week. So that's really good. And I've done, on the weekend, we did lesson 2 of my clairvoyant course that I do. So been steamrolling ahead.
Love it, Joe. Love it. So tonight, what are we doing tonight, Joe?
Well, because there's a new moon tonight, I will talk about all things to do with a new moon, I think, so everyone can get an understanding of a new moon is all about manifesting and clearing and getting ready for like the new moon, like there's a new moon. So and at the end we thought I'll do a little manifesting meditation.
Fantastic, Joe. I love it. Now, this is good because I know a little bit about the full moons and the new moons, but not a lot. So you're going to engage and increase my knowledge of what we're going to do tonight. So how would you like to start, Joe?
Yeah, so with obviously just to touch base, so just to clarify, the full moon is more about new beginnings. So that's when you want to write like your to-do list or like a goal setting thing or what you want to achieve in the next 4 weeks. Some people get a bit confused. The full moon is purging. So that's when you want to purge everything, but the new moon is writing and manifesting all the things that you want in your life for the next, for as long as you want, but for the next 4 weeks at least. I feel like it's a good time also. I like to do a big house clean, clear out all the bins, all these sort of things, just so then it's your intentions are set, not just within, but within your home.
Yes.
So, and it just fell on today that my lovely, beautiful Casey, our cleaner, came today. So it was also very good that she was here today to help clean. But I also always make sure, I read somewhere where, they also say on a new moon, move everything around in your house. So it's creating fresh energy. So yes.
I did that on the weekend, Joe. I did that on the weekend. I moved the living room, got a real big refresh, pulled everything out, redid it. Yesterday, the healing room, everything came out, got a redisplay, cleaned everything up. So there you go. I don't know much about it, but I just trust my guidance, and then off we go.
Yeah. So I think and this new moon is particularly good for it's like stepping into your confidence more, and where you have dreams but you think that I'm not good enough, it's not the right time, all those things that you can talk yourself out of. Well, this new moon is all about do what you know until you know more, like just have a go, and really you've got nothing to lose by having a go. That's my way of looking at it, because where you are now, but if you start in 12 months time, you progress more than what you would have. Does that make sense?
Agree.
So
You do one little thing a day. If you're writing a book, you write 1 page a day. Done. And
yes,
you build it up.
yes, absolutely. And sometimes I think on a new moon also, I write down lots of lists because I
Mhm.
find that it all gets stuck in my head and I get busy and then I find it all overwhelming and I feel like I'm not progressing because it's stuck up here. Where
Yep.
if I write a list on a new moon to break it down on all the things that I want to achieve, then I feel relieved because I'm not just having to remember it, you know?
Yes,
So,
it's there,
um,
and you can look back at it and, check in how you've gone with
yeah,
it, all of that sort of stuff.
yeah. I'm also a bit funny because every girl, I don't know if you love stationery, Charles, but I love stationery.
I don't
So,
hate it.
do you like it?
I do. Pens, paper, the whole thing, Joe. I like it all. I like how it rolls, and yeah, I really we have a lot of stationery here.
So for me, I have to have because I've got 4 or 5 different things happening. I've got lots of different spiral notepads for different things. I can't have it all in the one notebook. I don't know why, but yeah. So then I'll pick 4 or 5 things that I want to do, and then I'll put it in my literal diary.
Okay.
I try and break it down for the weeks because again, I'm really busy, so I need to kind of keep myself on task. So yeah. So
Love
with the
that. So,
new moon, yeah, sorry.
yep, go on. No, you go.
So,
Go.
yeah, so also with the new moon, I like to do a big smudge and clear my house of all old energy. You probably do the same, and then all around my house, I've got little tea lights, and I like to set the intention of each room. Now,
Oh,
with the kids, I just sort of, I don't often put a candle in their room, but when I'm clearing the house, my intention is for their room is for them to feel loved and feel, that anything is possible in their lives, if that makes sense.
yeah.
But in our lounge room and our kitchen, I ask set the intention that there's great communication and lots of love in the air and lots of family connection. So
Oh, I love
yeah,
that. I love that, Joe. That's so powerful. And tea
yes,
lights are so easy. You can get them at a $2 shop or wherever.
that's right.
And you just light the candles and just let it burn out. Is that what you do
Yeah,
or what?
yep, yeah. So when Casey left today, and Elliot and I, it's Wednesday, so it's our day off. So yeah, I just went around and put a tea light on, every room. I love putting, and same at Alchemy, I love putting like a Nag Champa incense on every morning just to clear the energy. And I always do that here as well at home. So, so
Yeah.
that's good. And it's also, I also think on a new moon, it's you have to have that attitude of if not, well, then when, in your life, because
Yeah.
I think we get caught up in so much of us just being on the quick conveyor belt that we think we've got into a habit, I think, as humans, is that we can't achieve our goals because we're too busy. But
Yes.
everyone that says that to me, I kind of go, well, how long do you sit on your phone at nighttime for and scroll mindlessly? And no one has said to me recently, I don't look at my phone. Everyone says it.
They're all caught up in it, Joe. They're all captured on this device, and it's not doing them any favors. They're losing so much time.
Yes, so much time. So look, my best thing I've done for myself is that I set my the stopwatch thing on there for 20 minutes. And that's more than enough for me to click through and look through everything. I probably even do some Facebook ads for my pages that I've got. And then once the timer goes off, that's it, done for the night.
Good on you. There's a really good app you can get, just talking about the phones. There's an app
Yes.
called Minimalist. Have you heard of Minimalist?
I think you talked to me about that once before. Yeah.
Yeah, because the phone is all about color and it's sending off all these dopamine hits in your brain. What the
Yes.
Minimalist app does, it turns everything black and white so that you're not getting that hit. And it's actually wanting you to put the phone down so that you're not getting those dopamine hits. So you're training yourself to put it down and not use it. and you just use it as a telephone. So it's really good. So I'll put that in the description for people that are looking for something like that. It's called Minimalist. So it's very good.
Perfect. Because I think for me, when I look at my life, like I have so many things and people go, gosh, she's so busy. But to me, I don't really feel like I am, but I'm just very effective with my time.
Yes. That's the thing. If you can schedule your time effectively and utilize it, you're not wasting it. You're not losing time. And then that way you've got time to do things.
Yes, absolutely. So, and I think it's also because I've always got a list and I'm always, try and keep with. Now, last week, Lexi, our daughter, fell over and damaged her knee really badly, and it was awful. And she's out for 12 months. So, in those times, my list went out the door because our whole focus was on Lex, But generally, and all that was about with Lexi, it's like it's not your whole career. It's just for, unfortunately, 12 months. But in that time, I kept saying to Lexi, all the things that you don't like about your game or how you think about the game, it's like having a beautiful backpack, and we're going to pull everything out of the backpack and repack it. So there's a positive here, Lex, for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
I love it, Joe. I love it. You're always trying to find the positive in any situation. That's what I say to people all the time. Okay, so poor Lexi's had this experience. Have a look at the positives. What can I do now in this 12 months? I can study videos of basketball players and what I want to achieve and what I want to do, because you've got that time to do it. Let the past be the past. Let the negatives clear away and just focus on how can I do better? How can I make my body stronger as well? All of that stuff.
Yes. And, a proud moment was that, so Lexi had the next day off and we got an MRI. Now, because Lexi has a high pain threshold, I was like, oh, maybe she just dislocated it. Maybe it's not that bad. But we'll get the MRI just to be sure. And thankfully, Elliot could organise that the next day. Anyway, and just before my last client, Elliot's texted and went, it's not great news. She's, ruptured her ACL. And I was like, oh, so I had to hold focus because I had to kind of, see my next client and then I'll go home. But when I got home, Lexi goes, you know what, Mum, this is really bad, but I've found some positives of what can I, I'll focus more on my HSE and, so she had already regulated herself a little bit to find the positives. So I had to walk away because I had tears in my eyes, not because it's tears because she has hurt herself and the bigness of it, but it was more like tears of like, oh, this is good because Lexi's launching to be an adult soon. She's going to go to uni next year, and she's already realizing how to look for the positives.
Yes, and that's so good. And I like the way that she's just flipped into this is what I'm going to do. Focus on my HSE, do all of that sort of stuff. So tying that back to your candles, Joe, when you set the little tea lights in the rooms, that's where that comes from, because you're setting those intentions for this environment to happen. Yes. And that's a positive thing.
Absolutely. And I just think, the biggest killer of all relationships, whether they're friendships, family, lovers, whatever, is poor communication.
100%.
So I just think if everyone did that or had that intention, it would make their home so much more open, and a small agreement, a misunderstanding will only be that. It won't blow up into a regular thing that,
Yes. And I like what you said about smudging and stuff like that. So I've been smudging with sage, and I've got this new Moldavite incense. It's amazing. And I've been smudging with that as well. So it's delicious. So the house has been, I've moved the furnitures in the rooms, and the house is, when I finish tonight, I'm going to be lighting candles and setting the intentions in each of the rooms so that we can do that. And, for the next 4 weeks, off we go, set something different.
Perfect. And then this is a little bit like out there. And, one of my clients was just doing so well in her life. And I was like, oh, Georgia, what do you do? What are you doing that's been so different? She said, well, I'm doing the new moon ritual. And she said, then she goes, this is out there, Joe, but it's working for me. She said, I write my intentions and I peg them on the line.
It's out on the clothesline.
clothesline.
But see, she's putting it out to the new moon. She's putting it out there. The energy's outside. So, and look at her intention. I'm actually sharing it with the universe. I'm sharing it with the world. Anybody could drive past and see, good on her. How good is that?
And it's similar to when you were talking to me about, you put your paper out in the full moon.
Yes.
And then you'd write on that paper in the new moon. So with the intentions.
Yeah. So you charge up your energy, you charge up your paper in the beautiful moonlight, the full moonlight. And then when the new moon comes in 2 weeks, this paper's charged up, ready to go. So you write your new moon intentions on it and wishes. That's very powerful.
And the other thing that I've done today, and this is a little bit out there, but I have been getting into a little bit more of feng shui, getting it all.
Okay. Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And I put a bowl with crystals in it in my left-hand part of my house, because that's your most powerful area. Is that what you think as well?
Yeah. I from what I know about feng shui, is at the back left-hand corner, I've put some abundance crystals. So like your pyrites and your aventurines and those types of crystals. So I've got a big piece of pyrite in the back left-hand corner. Yes, very powerful thing to do.
Yeah. So what I did is that I've got a few big things happening this month kind of thing. So I was like, I wrote all my little intentions. It's actually on Post-it notes, but I folded them and put them in the bowl in the left-hand corner, just because that's, a really strong, powerful part of my house. So, yes. So
Jo, you're giving me all this homework tonight. I've got all this homework to do when we finish tonight. I love it.
Yes. So, but it's all about, my biggest thing about I can't talk enough about with my clients is that, the universe listens to our self-talk and also to what we say just generally to our friends and family. And I just think if we can vibrate to what we want and to have the intentions of what we want all the time, then I think that, that's how you get your goals, because you're constantly on point. Does that make sense?
100%. I agree 100%. You've got to let go of the fear, let go of the worry, put out what you want to the universe, and then just allow it to come in.
Yes. So, and have faith. Like, even for me, my DA is taking a long time in the council, and I could hear myself starting to get really agitated with the council and everything. And I was like, oh, Joey, you're not practicing what you preach here. You've got to put it out in a perfect time. It's going to come back to us to do the float tanks and everything out the back. And once I've changed that, then our town planner guy, our lovely friend Wayne, was like, oh yeah, it should be any day now. But, I was getting all wound up and I should just have been, the universe has my back, like Gabby Bernstein says. And, you know what I mean? So it's also about, like, just for this month, all our listeners, just be conscious about what you talk about to your friends if it's in a negative way, and also your self-talk. Like, when you say something negative or think something negative about yourself or others, and we do it, we're all human. I kind of go, cancel that. I don't want that to go out into the universe. Delete that one. So,
I said the same thing, Jo. I said, I take that back. That back, because that's not my intention and my language was incorrect. So with manifestations, particularly on a new moon, you've got to be really clear with your language, so that you know that my words are my power. I'm putting out whatever it is I want with that manifestation on the new moon and your intentions.
Yes. So fantastic. So, so I just think there's so much things. And I think by being more in tune with the new moon and the full moon, then every 4 weeks, it's like, whether it's a new moon, meaning new beginnings, or a full moon, and you're going to clear and purge and everything, but then create new. So you're not going to get stuck in a rut. Does that make sense? Yeah. And so much more than ever before. Like, it's halfway through the year already.
I know, it's June, coming into July.
Yes. And I think because the world's traveling so quickly, I think that not many people are achieving great goals because it's like they're on a quick conveyor belt and nothing's getting done because they're so overwhelmed with how quick the world's moving.
Yeah, it's
So
like that rat in the wheel. The rat in the wheel. We
yes,
just keep chasing our tails,
yes,
and it doesn't allow us to actually slow down and
yes,
do things. That's why I like when you said before, write down in your diary, this is what I'm doing this week, but this is what I'm doing. I'm not going to overwhelm myself, but I'm going to do
no,
it, once a week for the next X amount of weeks. I'm going to set my intentions on the new moon. Let's go with that. And then if you make it achievable, you'll do it. And if you
yes,
achieve them, you'll continue to do it.
yes, yeah. And if you're not a paper person, like if you go into your notes in your phone, like I've got an iPhone, you can put a list and then you can press down the bottom and it's got circles, and then it puts circles next to it, and then you can just tap on it and it ticks it and then puts it down the bottom. So sometimes I'll do that too, but generally I'm an old-fashioned kind of girl and I love a good paper diary. So yeah, and it's also sorry, what were you going to say?
I agree with you, Joe, because I feel like when I'm using the energy of my hand with a pen and paper, I'm bringing the thought into creation by writing it down more
Yes.
so than typing it on a phone. So I'm like you.
Yes.
I'll write it down. I'll put it onto a notepad or whatever so that
Yes.
the intention is here and I'm giving it the energy to make it a creation. Does that make sense?
Perfect. Yes. And I think now more than ever with the world events going on, my guides keep saying to me to say to people, stick in your own lane, put your blinkers on and just keep your world beautiful and loving and not in a worried, because then that's going to bring that. If we all just focus on love and happiness, it's going to increase a better world than the dropping of worry and fear and,
I love it, Joe. My guidance has been the same, and I was about this close, and I haven't done it yet, to putting out a video on Instagram, to say to people, don't worry about what's happening in the world, okay? Worry about you. Go within to you, and all you need to do is send love to the world, because love is the highest vibration. Send love to everybody in the world and let the world sort itself out, and it will, because we're going to rise our frequencies higher by not going into worry and not going into fear, because that drops the frequency. As you said, stay in your lane. You do you and send everybody else and everything else love. Can't go wrong.
Yes, absolutely. So, I, even to my practitioners, I was like, if ever anyone brings it up, acknowledge what they're saying, but perhaps steer them away from it, because that energy is then going into their body. It's already in their body, but as someone's treating them, it's going back in. You're like, that's not good. So,
Exactly right.
Yeah.
So what other? Sorry, Joe, go on.
No, I just think, it's all about your intentions. So, yeah. So, the other things that I do also is, and I know this is a bit out there, but again, just to clear the energy, I kind of look through my house and make sure I want to declutter as well a little bit on a new moon to set the intentions of having better frequency in our house. I always have a box that I take. Down the road, we've got a tip. Well, it's a long way down the road, not near my house, but and they've got this little, I think it's called the Bowerbird shop. So it's just junk, but not junk you want to chuck away. And so I have a box and I go, I'm just going to take a box to the tip, but it's not to the tip, it's to the Bowerbird,
Yeah. So they can be recycled. Somebody else might love it and want it and take it.
Yes. So, anyway.
I think it's wise. Declutter, so that you're not filled in a space that's got dense energy all around you. Have it free, have it clear. And then as we just said before, move some furniture around, get the energy flowing differently.
Yes. So, so they're the general things that I do. There's probably a billion other things. Oh, and something I also do. And look, there's a debate of this about which way you throw it, right? But I put cinnamon at my door. Because cinnamon brings freshness and sweetness into your home. I don't know why, but I've got a foyer area, so I just sprinkle it all through the foyer and out the front door. When my friends look online, you're supposed to throw it into your house to bring the sweetness in. So, but I've always just sprinkled it in my foyer and my front door, and I do it at Alchemy, and I put it under the mat of Alchemy to always bring the sweetness in.
Think of it like this, Joe. I like what your intuition is telling you, because when the breeze comes through your front door, you're blowing it in.
Yeah. Yes, that's right. So
It wants to flow in. So that's a positive thing. That's a positive
yeah.
thing. Now, question for you, Joe. Sometimes when we have the full moon, they're all like the last one was a strawberry moon, or we might have a blue moon, or we might
Yes.
have different themes going on with the moons. In the new moon, do we have any themes going on with the new moons as well?
I feel like, but again, astrology is not my big topic
Same.
of, but I feel like, you know, this one, they were moving, like it was moving from Cancer to another, and I think it's more about what that new astrology aspect is bringing in. I feel like that's more for the new moons than anything else. I mean, I think that there's sometimes, but again, I'm not sure about that one, Charles, about the technical.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I was reading something the other day and that sort of said, come the end of June, a lot of the conflict that we've been having will start to settle down because we've got the new moon coming in and it wants to bring in a whole new energy. So that's good. That might be something that I need to look into, you know, a little bit more of the astrological charts and moons and new moons and all of that sort of stuff.
Yeah. I only know, I guess, on the spiritual side of the intention of it, if that makes sense.
Yes.
So
yes.
Yeah. So but you know, I think it's all, and even like the things like I've got the Chinese coins, the little coins that you have, the abundance ones. So I make sure that they're all clean at my front door, and you know, just clear the energy of those to keep bringing in abundance. Even in our shop, we've got them in our till to keep abundance there, and I've got them in my wallet as well. So I think it's all those sort of things that, you know, I always so like to clear out my wallet of, because, you know, you're the same, we've got businesses, so you've got to keep your receipts. And I like to, on the new moon, clear out my wallet of all that stuff. So, just so then Elliot can then put them through zero and, you know, do all that stuff. But I do like a good new moon just to clear out all that. So it's a fresh, you know, fresh time to create.
Yeah, fresh start for the month. And it's like, let's go, let's do this, and let's get on with it. I love that. I think that's amazing.
Yeah. The other thing that I do also in my wallet, if there's anything really particular that I want to create or achieve, that I'll write that in my wallet and put it in my coins section. So, and generally I'll always start it with I can easily. So then it sets the intention that it will easily happen. So today I wrote for my wallet, I can easily have more than 700 people buy pre-order my book. So that way then, you know, it's just, I don't have to worry about it. I'm just set it out there gently. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah. And it's in your wallet, and your wallet is where your abundance comes into.
Yes.
So it's like I'm creating more abundance for myself to ensure that I've got minimum of 700 people that are going to pre-order the book.
Yes. So, So anyway, I know it's all out there, but I feel like I've done this for years and I've created great things in my life. And I think that's because I don't ever get stuck in what everyone else is thinking, or, you know, like one of my friends had a business and I let her talk in front of our friends because I didn't want to talk, belittle her or, you know, like be negative about it. But when we finished the talk and then I rang her the next day and I went, you're getting too caught up in the economy and this business is shutting and that's shutting. And, you know, I said, you've got to bring that into your shop and you can't do that. You got to just focus on your goodness of what her shop's going great. And she's like, you know what, Joe, you're right. I was doing that. And she goes, that was not good to talk about that at dinner when we were catching up. I went, it didn't matter that you know, we're amongst friends and you can talk freely, but all I could see was your energy going down the sink, like, you know.
Yes.
So
contracting in.
Yeah. So I said, you know, when people come into our shop and they say, I go, we're not experiencing that. So, which we aren't, but even if we were, I wouldn't agree with them. I'd go, no, that's interesting. Yeah, like, Yeah, I wouldn't be
You
negative
keep
to
the
them.
vibe high. You just keep that
Yes,
vibe high. We're not inviting that in. We are abundant. We are creating what we need to create. We're doing it
yes,
with love. We're staying in our lanes. We're not letting any external influences come in, and then off we
yes,
go.
yes. So,
Very
yeah,
powerful.
anyway. So how about I do a quick little meditation for how to manifest good things into your life?
Yes,
How's
Joe. Let's do it. I love it. I
excellent?
love it.
Fantastic. So, oh, I should have brought my music in. Never mind. We'll just do it as it is now. So, how does that sound? So,
I love it, Joe.
great.
Let's just go with it.
Okay, great. Alrighty. So, I need to close my eyes when I'm channeling to do a meditation. So, sorry about that, people. So,
And I'll close
yeah.
my eyes too, Joe, so we can both be closed.
Okay, great. Excellent. Alrighty. So, if everyone would like to take some lovely deep breaths in through their nose and out through their mouth, and breathing as deeply as you can in through your nose and out through your mouth. Feeling yourself relaxing into your chair and just letting go of all your worries and concerns that you may have felt today. And now we're just asking the Divine Creator for a column of white light all the way through you, all the way down to your Earth star, and connecting yourself into your beautiful Earth star, which is 1 meter below your feet. And now the beautiful energy is coming up from your feet and going back all the way up, back to the Divine Creator. So you're connected into the source light and also into your Earth star. And now we're just asking for a rainbow spectrum of light from the Divine Creator all the way down, all the way through you. And the beautiful rainbow spectrum of light is just clearing away any negative energy, any worry, or anything that isn't for your highest good. The rainbow energy is just clearing that away. And now we're calling in Archangel Michael. And he is just stepping into your rainbow spectrum of light. He's just clearing away any cords from other people, any overlaid energy from other people, or from places that you have been recently. He's clearing away any lost souls or any energy that isn't for your highest good. Archangel Michael, with his blue energy, is collecting it from you now and sending it back to wherever it belongs, never to be returned to you. And now we're just going to ask Lady Portia. She is an ascended master that helps with good karma and also helping you bring in the correct intentions for what you are wanting in your life. So Lady Portia is just stepping into your rainbow column. At your higher heart, she's just clearing away any negative karma that might be around you or what you have created. Most of the time, negative karma has been created unintentionally around you. And we're just clearing that away now. And we're asking Lady Portia just to place around you good karma. So often we all have a little bit of a bank within our souls of good karma from this lifetime and past lifetimes. And we're just asking Lady Portia just to bring into your aura and your spiritual fields some good karma so you can create good things in your life. So I'm just taking some deep breaths and allowing Lady Portia just to place some good karma within our auric fields. And now, with this good karma that you have around you, I want you to think of 3 things that you would like to create on this new moon. They can just be for you personally, for you to create great things within your little world that you're in. And allow these intentions to go through your chakra system and to either sit in your solar plexus, where you can empower yourself, or it can sit within your heart chakra to create abundance and love within your life. Fantastic. And now what you're wanting to do is just to refocus back now on the rainbow spectrum of light. And this is going through all of your chakra systems, healing every cell and atom of your body, clearing away any aches and pains or anything that isn't for your highest good. Allow the rainbow spectrum energy to absorb it and clear it out of your body now. And now we're just asking Archangel Raphael just to step into the rainbow column as well with you. And he's placing his beautiful healing green energy around you, healing anything that may have happened in your past that has prevented you from manifesting what you're wanting. His beautiful green healing energy, it's like saturating and clearing away anything that no longer serves you, and healing all of any heartbreaks, worries or concerns or blocks that you have had from what you've wanting to manifest in your life so far. It's like all this beautiful energy is clearing the slate so you can create the most amazing, abundant life. Now, in your mind's eye, I want you to imagine that you're achieving these goals. Let in your mind's eye, like a little movie, you achieving the 3 goals that you wanted for this life or for this month. So just take a little bit of time now to visualize those 3 goals and that you're easily achieving them. Excellent. And now, as a little goal to anchor your intentions into every day, when you're washing your hands after you've gone to the toilet in the mornings, when you're soaping up your hands, I want you to visualize those 3 things that you set your intentions for on this new moon. Just spend 10 seconds visualizing quickly the 3 things that you would like to achieve. And that's setting your intentions for the day. Fantastic. And now we're just going to change the rainbow spectrum of light to a column of white light from the Divine Creator. And we're just going to thank Archangel Michael for clearing out your energy, Lady Portia for placing good karma around you, and Archangel Raphael for his beautiful healing energy. You can do this anytime to help you create It might also be best, once this meditation and recording finishes, to write those 3 things down so you can remember them, and even possibly place them on a mirror written down so you can see them often when you're washing your hands or getting ready, to keep them in your mind's eye. And when you're ready, feel free, just gently open your eyes, wiggle your fingers and toes, and come back into the podcast. Fantastic.
That was so lovely, Jo. Oh my goodness gracious me. I had tingles all the way through my body, my hands. I have my hands open like this. And it was like they were putting
Perfect.
things in my hands. It was amazing.
I love it. So, yes, I find Lady Portia's, she's so good for helping with manifesting. So, and she's also, when you feel like sometimes you've just had a little bit of bad luck, you've just things have happened, and sometimes she can just flush it all out. So, you can be in the right place at the right time to attract goodness. So,
yes, be in that flow, be in that positivity that brings it, you're attracting it all.
Yes. So, and if you can write it down and, keep it where you can see it every day. And I'd love people we'll have to remember in the next new moon to ask people, if they've written it down and to see if it's happened. So then we can, feedback, but also, I'd love for people to see if their things came true or happened for them. So,
I think that's good, Jo. And what we do is we've got an Instagram page, guys, and it's the Charles and Jo Show. So we'll pop it up on Insta as well. So we'll make that more active, the Instagram page as well. So we can say, new moon's coming. How did you go last month? Set your intentions for the next month. And we can sort of say to you, full moon's coming, pop your paper out to charge it so that you've got more energy in your paper and your intention. And then off we go.
Yes. So,
That's
yes, because yes, I love it because I think, it's like when you're on a diet, for example, and, you start to lose weight, then, you get more encouraged to do it. Does that make sense?
Yes, the motivation's there.
Yes, and same with manifesting. You've got to sort of set yourself up to win, meaning it's in your mind's eye. What have I done today? I always say to myself, what have I done today that my future self will thank me for? Meaning, I've set good things up. And what have I done today to help achieve my goal?
Very special. I'm going to use those. What have I done today to set myself up? And what have I done today to help me achieve my goal? I think that's very powerful.
Yeah,
powerful.
What my future self will. Because, even I'm always about what will my future self thank me for tomorrow? So, even at work the other day, I was tired and I thought, I'll just do it tomorrow. And then I thought, you know what? No, I'm going to take 3 minutes to reset my table, like wipe it down, put my new table cover and my towels and everything and pillows. So then tomorrow when I walk in, that part of my room's set, Yes,
it's fresh, ready to go. And it just gets you off onto the right mindset to start the day.
Yes.
So, you push yourself a little bit, people. Push yourself.
Yeah. And same also, when I walk into the kitchen and we've had dinner and I've sat down, for example, and then you're like, it's all there still. The fairies haven't cleaned it up. So then I have to go, I'm just going to do 10 minutes, and often 10 minutes I'll pack the dishwasher and everything's virtually clean,
Yeah. And that's the thing. Set that intention that I'm going to do this every day so that I'm living in the most pleasant space, and I'm setting myself up every day for success for the next day.
Yes. So, excellent.
Love that, Jo. So thank you so much for that meditation. That was so special. Viewers, let us know how you found that in the comment section. How did you go with the meditation? Did you see Archangel Michael? Did you feel Lady Portia bring in the positive karma, the good karma? Did you feel Archangel Raphael come in? Very, very positive.
Also, if anyone does like that meditation, that style, if you go onto my website, joplater.com.au, and you go into the courses and meditations, for $8 a month, I've got I think I've probably got about 45 or 50 meditations
Wow.
recorded there. And it's just $8 a month. You just pay for it, obviously. And then you log in, and then there's, all the different chakra meditations, and then Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metatron, clearing past lives, clearing inner children. So there's a whole lot there if you'd like to subscribe and get more meditations. So,
which is very beneficial, people, because it's going to help you shift things that you don't even know that are there. So if you've got frustrations with family or friends, or life isn't flowing as you want it to flow, come and see Jo's meditations, because they'll help you clear stuff. They'll help you move things that you need to remove so that you can proceed forward. Very well done, Jo. Well done.
Thank you. And what have you got up this week for you, darling? Have you got appointments that people can see you?
This week I'm fully booked. Next week I've got appointments available, but this week I'm completely fully booked. So that's nice. It's been good. And I've done some really good stuff this week with helping people that have got really that disease stuff going on. And we're getting the mindset shifted. And it's been really positive. So it's been a really positive week thus far. What about you, Jo? How's your week looking next week?
This week, I think I don't think I have any appointments, unfortunately, till August. But this
very
week,
popular, Jo. That's so good. We love that for you.
Yes, so that's very good. Yes, this week tomorrow I'm in my pottery shop, and then Friday I'm booked out. I'm just doing a few on Saturday because Eli's playing his rep round at Coff, so I'm going to watch Eli play basketball. So that's my week in a nutshell. So yes. So what else? Maybe we might, because I've got a little book of my book, and maybe I might, if it's okay with you, we might do a little special on launching my book to show people about it, if that's okay.
Yes. I think our viewers would love that. And then they can pre-order when you get your hard copies, or when the pre-orders open, and then we can read it and we can discuss it. So we can do a part of that every week. Yes. Love it.
Perfect.
Love it. Love it. Love it. How good is that?
Yes.
Guys, don't forget to hit the bell for the notifications, and subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends if you think they're going to enjoy what you're viewing as well. So that helps us a lot if you can like, subscribe, and share, and hit the notifications, and comment, because the comments really do help us gauge what you want to see, what you want to do. So we're very grateful for everybody that's commented so far.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Pleasure. Thank you, Jo. Have a lovely week, and we'll see you next week.
Excellent. Bye.
Bye, everyone. See ya.